me see, let me see. How is that? Is that any better? Hopefully that's fine. So ignore the entire first segment where I explained everything. But yeah, this is the project. I had some very nice people help me. Alicia is one of them. And Reject Convenience is the other. Almost said the other one. Let's see. I don't need that anymore. This feels so weird. Okay. I'm seeing. I don't think you can hear the audio on this, which is good because it might ruin the surprise. Tick that. Pose mode. Let's get this window up. Very chaotically deliver assistance. Yes, you do. Amazing assistance, nonetheless. Let's pop out the chat because it's very strange because I'm doing work on the big screen today rather than on my monitor down here. Went away on holiday for 2 weeks. Nice. Where did you go? I hope it was good. I am not having a holiday this year. I'm going to a spa for my birthday with my sister, but other than that, nothing. I've got to focus. And also I went away quite a lot last year, so yeah, my first ever 3D animation outside of uni, which was like 10 years ago. Okay, so I've done the base stuff, which is, it's more, actually, let me turn off the audio because I'm not going to be able to talk and listen to that at the same time. So I've got the main poses in, which is just kind of keyed to the audio, and I'm going for like a stop motion look for this because the graphs still scare me and smoothing might just be a bit weird. So the plan is to do a couple of frames either side of the main keys to kind of like ease into the movement. I've done it in shot 1. I can show you that actually. I can show you shot 1, which is more of the thing I'm going for. Surprise! So like this, we've got like a cute little turn, and okay, there's just like tiny little bits of movement in that. I do need to change the camera angle, I think, to fit in with shot 2 and shot 3 and 4. So there's 4 separate shots on this. Yeah, welcome Felicia, Rover, Riffles, Alice, Dougie, hello. Just wanted to say your PNG tuber in Blender tutorials is extremely helpful to my attempt. Oh, nice! I hope it went well and that you enjoyed doing it. I'm really glad it helped because I was so confused when I first started looking at those, and I was like, oh, it should be easier than this, you know? But yeah. So this is what we have, and we're just going to be doing some keyframes either side of this to make it a little bit smoother. We have this one, and the way I want to do it is so 1, 2, 3, and then I'm just going to grab this and the hands. I always forget the hands when I'm doing it. And then usually I'll like tilt the head a teeny tiny bit just to make it look. Ooh. Maybe another one. Actually, I don't need to because I've got this bit. I keep having to remind myself like what angle I'm using. So we have, yeah, so that's kind of like a smooth little into the movement, and then here to here. I'm just going to go A, I, channels. Sometimes I've been moving bits and pieces, and because obviously the previous one is not keyframed through all keyframes, it ends up not doing exactly what I want. But that's just me in 3D, because I pretty much ignored all of my 3D stuff at uni. I think the crowns are new, definitely. Let's turn it down a little bit, and also I can move the mic a little bit closer, I think. There we go. Hopefully it wasn't too loud when I moved it. Yeah, definitely, it's been such a long time that YouTube now looks different. So I'm like, what is this? Let's minimize that. This one. There we go. Hi Alice, did you know Toy Story was the first animated CGI movie? Yes, and they had it, they lost it, didn't they? And they had it on a hard drive, and one of the workers had to drive it in. Okay, so to this one, I want a, move this hand this way. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. It's been a hot minute. I also, if you notice the background is different, I have moved offices again. I just can't seem to sit still, to be honest. So yeah, let's do, okay. I think I want like a dip. Yeah. So let's go down a little bit more and we'll drift that way. So yeah. I think this has got to come forward that way. I'm still getting used to the shortcuts, even though I've been using Blender for how long? That's definitely one of my bigger to-dos, is properly learn the shortcuts and things. So let's see where we've got, that's only the mouth changing, so I should probably have done the mouth last. Oh well. I blocked all this out before I started streaming because I was like, I can't fumble about and do everything crazy like first stream back in ages. Abdul, hi. Really want to learn Blender too, but I don't know where to start. So I started with Grease Pencil, which is probably not what most people did. And then once I was comfortable with that, I was like, I'll start doing other things with Blender. Felicia's probably like the person to know where to go to start. A lot of people start with the donut tutorial. I did not. I was like, I'm bored. I needed to start with a project I was actually interested in. And then I literally just Googled like how to do this, and carried on. I dedicated like a week to it. I was like, I'm just going to learn how to model and rig a character now. And I just sat down and focused on that. I can't work on stuff when I've got like no interest in it, which my teachers were all like very frustrated with me for that. I think that's too far in, maybe like that, and then I want this to come up slightly, and we'll rotate the hand as well. So then there we go, nice little ease into movement. And then this one, it goes back down. I think I might do this. But also, and for, if I lock those, that might work. Who knows? who knows? Okay, so let's do, yep, mouth is still there. Okay, that did work. Sometimes I almost know what I'm doing. Oh, wrong bone. Okay, and we're gonna go up a little bit and across. No, wrong way. Sorry. To reach this next pose, I do want it to, that light's just gone off because it's not plugged in. Got two. I actually don't know if they're charged. One of them's definitely not. Let's undo this while I look at chat. Do I still make 2D animation? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't stopped. It's still oh god. Still definitely like the easier of the two for me, but I'm having a lot of fun with 3D at the minute, which I never thought I'd say. Diabolical. No worries, Alice. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hi Jan, how's it going? Yeah, I did a thing, I guess. This is section 2. Yeah, shot 2 of the new animation tutorial video that I'm working on, and I was like, you know what would make this even better is actually learning 3D and making a 3D section in it. The video probably would have been out ages ago by now, but yeah, decided to add that in there. So yeah, pose library is so useful, honestly, a godsend. Let's move this down a little. Yeah, it's definitely like, it's so much quicker. And everyone's been telling me that it's so much quicker, and I was like, no, I'll stick with redrawing everything. I trying to remember all my shortcuts. Okay, so we have, we'll go this way. Rotate the hand a little. Nope, wrong bit. There we go. Why? What's next? Rotate the torso. Doing the robot at the minute. And then A, Y. I want to dip this, so we'll go down a little, and the hands can come up. It's a little bit like posing like an actual puppet, which is nice. But what I didn't like about stop motion was that I had to take all the pictures and play blast it, and then not play blast it, take all the pictures in drag and frame, put it together, and then play it through, and then redo the whole thing. I guess 3D is my version of stop motion, which I really enjoyed. Delighted that you dove into the scary 3D part. Now you're totally free to combine 2D and 3D to your heart's content. Yeah, it's I literally went straight to character modeling and rigging, and yeah. So I was like, I'm not gonna do the basics. I'm not gonna do the easy bit. But yeah. Rachel, hi. What do you think of the new Blender update? I can't find a lot of things. I think they moved them around. To be honest, I use search engines a lot. I sit there and Google when it's not being absolute trash. I've switched to like Ecosia now, which is slightly better. Like sometimes I still need to use Google, but yeah, I Google a lot of stuff, and I'm on Reddit and a couple of Discords, and some of my friends know 3D, so I'm like, where have they moved this? What's happened? A lot of the updates, I don't think they're really relevant to me. Like, I haven't done too much with them, to be fair. Like, is that okay? Let's play it. It's quite a long one. I'll shove like a blink in there when I'm finished with this, but otherwise that's fine. And then we'll go here, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we've got to get to this pose. This one, this one. Move these down. This down. But yeah, is there anything that you're frustrated with that they've moved? I haven't really done too much grease pencil yet because I want to sort of get familiar with the 3D bit, and then I want to add in some extra like 2D animation on top. Okay, so with this one, maybe if I move the hips slightly, that, and the hands, always forget the hand, that way. Let's tilt this head, then moves into might need another one. And then that, and then just slight wiggle to the left. And the hands. Every time. Yeah, I hope everyone's good and like you're working on like new projects since the last time, or like you're making progress on some old stuff. Let's double check this. I think the head angle, I think it's gonna have to go this way. A little bit more. Move it down. Whoa, not too far. Yeah, that'll do. Is that too much? Yeah, it's a bit much, isn't it? I want it to be like a slight change. That'll do. And then we need to move from this one to this one. Pretty easy. This one will move slightly there because we want to like shift in, like get ready for the movement. So left, then here. Then that's where we settle. Been playing some games recently. What was the last game I played? I think the last game was Wandering Village, but I've been doing a bit of Gravekeeper as well. Trying to not just work all the time, which has been very strange. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure I like that. I think that's too far across. Yeah, the head definitely needs adjusting. Wait a little. There. Oh. Is it free? Yeah. Okay. Do I like turn-based games? I've seen people playing like Clair Obscur. Is that how you say it? And I think that's turn-based. The turn-based game that comes to mind is Pokemon. But yeah, I used to love Pokemon back in the day, and I think the last one I played of Pokemon was Arceus, however you want to say it. That was alright. I never finished that. I went back. I was in like the Arctic region last time I played it, and I was like, I don't even remember how to like control the character or do anything in this game. I think I might have to start that save again. All closed. Yeah, the dog's just very loud. Yeah, I've moved my office, and he is now much closer. Okay, so there to here, and I want to move this slightly to the right. And the hands, we'll do this one. Rotate that down. Like that. Do the head. Tilt that way. And then go up with it. Just these like minor little adjustments. Make it feel a little more alive. I actually tried lip sync with this. I was like, no. I did the first section of lip sync, and I was like, as much as I love it, I can't do that. Not for this whole thing. Even with the, so I've got eye shapes in here, and these are my poses, and I can add more later if I find any, but these are all my mouth shapes. I might reorder these and change the names. So currently they're categorized by shape, so we've got like 1 AH, 1 AH, sad, so you've got like the happy and the sad variant together. I think I might switch it so it's like all the happy, all the sad, and then we've got some miscellaneous ones down here, which I think are quite cute. Yeah, like if you're gonna do like a face rig like this, I'd highly recommend doing as many poses and face rig and eye shape first, so you don't have to keep going back in, because I changed my mind like 3 times to update this rig, and wouldn't recommend it. So what do I have? So this one to here. So we'll do down. Oh, wrong button. And then I think we'll do this one, and that. We're going to tilt by tiny bit, tiny bit. Expedition 33 is a great game. Haven't finished it yet. It's turn-based but a little bit different. Hello. Yes. HTT. Hello. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I've seen a few people play it. It definitely looks really fun. The thing is, I've got like so many different things I want to do and play. Like, how am I even going to fit it all in? That's the question. Working on new projects. Yes, this is a new project. If that was a reference to you working on a new project, then that's awesome. But yeah, this is a section in the new how to animate tutorial that I'm making and should have been done like absolutely ages ago, but was not, because I decided that I needed to do 3D. I know. Yeah. Okay, so this one, that one, hand up. We are bored at the minute, so we're going to click this. Left. This hand can go up. There's a that was not a gesture, there's a fly in here. Just literally will not leave. Okay. How am I going to get from there to there? We're going to twist back a little, and I'm using the wrong thing. Are you alright? Have a nice time. Yeah, dog's just going to his play date. Let's see. That's fine. I'm looking at it on the left. It definitely needs like frames here as well. I think this head needs to be tilted slightly. Let's play it through. I think this one needs another to settle in. So we'll do tiny bit. What way? Yes, this way. Like that. And has definitely got to go with it. I think there we go. Okay, next set. I think we're not too far with. How long is this? Oh, we're about halfway. About halfway. With the things. Time for things is hard. My animation is on hold because of that game. Yeah. The I've seen a friend of mine plays Final Fantasy, and it looks like the online one. It looks so good, But I was like, I can't do it because I know I'll get sucked in. I did when I was a kid. I did like a 2-week trial for World of Warcraft, and my mum was like, "Catherine, I think you're addicted to this game." And I looked out, and my eyes were like all bloodshot, and I was like, "Mum, I've only got 2 weeks to play this game because I refuse to pay for it. So there we go. Can't talk. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and I had my 2 weeks, and then I quit cold turkey. That was before. I think that was before they allowed you to do like levels. So it was like you had actual like 2 weeks, 14-day free trial. I think they just do like level 25 now. Up to level 25. My cousins were playing it, and that was all they played as well. Okay. What direction are we going? This way? And then I think we'll do here. That look like. Yeah. Okay. That's odd. Go down a little bit. There. Okay, so we'll go up with the hand. Slightly. Rotate it. I'm gonna make it too dramatic. So this one. So okay, slightly. Yeah. And we'll do a settling in pose. Tiny bit. And then this one. Okay. Right, and then a little bit of a more dramatic shift. We go back to like the crossed arms. So this one is go there. I may need to add another frame between these. This arm, come down. Okay. Oh no. Down slightly. Go up. I think this one here. If I move it and dance, it's just so much easier. I always forget that they don't actually move with the torso when they're like that. Okay, let's test this bit. There's something wrong with that. I think it's the head. The direction is a little bit odd. I think it's because I moved it up. Maybe if I add another frame here, move it there, and then have the head tilt slightly that way. It moves a bit too much, like too quickly. So maybe it should be. Yeah. Try that. There's gonna have to be another frame between these two. Otherwise, it's gonna look shocking. I think that was the wrong frame I should have moved. Tell you what, the reason why is because I hadn't selected all of these frames. And let's move the one more. And then it was and is it a will attach to the hand. Yeah, and then we need like a rotation here. Yeah. This section. That needs to be... I'm looking at the left side. I keep forgetting that I have to look at the left. I'll just select... Oh, and the other light's dead. We'll be fine. We'll be fine from that. Yeah, let's do this. Actually, don't need to select those. Then let's do that. I think this also needs to come down a little to mesh better with the next frame. Yeah, that's better. It's just... No, this would have taken me like forever in 2D. It's also because it's limited. Very, very limited. Oh my god. Must remember to stretch. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I need to do these ones. So only thing is, I don't think there's like onion skin with this like there is with 2D. Well, I suppose it does make it better when I am flipping back and forth, which is what you're meant to do a bit more often. Okay, so these hands. Do it this way. Hi Ken, how's it going? Are you doing good? Let's see, so this one needs to go back a little. This. Like that. I want these hands to move in a little bit. So the elbows come down as well. Oh, that way. And then we'll move it to the side again. Yeah, it's a lot of people are like, oh, I came from your critter video ages ago. That does feel a bit strange because usually when I put stuff out on the internet, I'm like, well, this is the video I would have wanted to see. So I'm honestly just glad it was helpful for other people. I'm sorry that you're now interested in animation. Forgive me. But yeah, I'm really glad it was helpful and that you enjoyed it. I just try and make the stuff that I would have wanted when I first started, basically. So I'm currently learning 3D, so hopefully that will help someone. I know that my grease pencil video was helpful to at least a couple of people. Let's do this. I've been really inspired by all of like the low poly modeling that people have been doing lately, which is really nice. Oh. And I was like, I think if we'd have learned low poly modeling stuff in 3D in uni, I probably would have been a bit more interested in it. But no offense to my tutors, the stuff that we worked on was ugly and I could not handle that. It's just like, if it doesn't look nice, it's just not for me. I think we need to go down a little bit as well. Maybe that should have been up. I don't know. Bonnie, Shared Convenience, hello. Stephen, welcome. I'm glad you guys are liking it. Can't believe you got so good at 3D so fast. I had to catch up. Watching this while eating your breakfast. I hope the breakfast is good. Let's see. Inspiration to all aspiring. I'm guessing that's aspiring professional animators now, for sure. Can't think of it enough. Oh, that's that really means a lot. I'm glad the videos helped. Okay, let's do. I think we'll do another up position, like tiny bit up, and then yeah, I think the no, didn't mean to do that. No, I want to do them one at a time, don't I? Tiny bit out. I think if you're in like one discipline, 2D, it is a little bit easier to figure stuff out and go from like another medium, another section of animation than it is to start completely from scratch. Then at least you've got like the fundamentals and you already know like the principles, and you can apply it. So say like with 3D, I'm applying like what I learned with 2D to that, and stop motion, which I really feel like I should have done more of when I was at uni, because I did enjoy that. We had one single stop motion project. I don't know if you can actually see it in the, I think you can, but there is a bird, a felt bird on this shelf, like so tiny in the corner. Oh, hang on. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my god, working on the big screen is so strange for me, because usually I'm drawing on this, but with everything that I have open, I've swapped the screens, and now on my little one I don't have enough room for my windows. So I'm like, where is everything? There we go. That is back. I'll just play through what we have so you can see while I checked out. Honestly, I need to remake my rig to be okay like yours. Mine is just manual bone movements and it works, but it prevents a lot of motion. I mean, it's kind of quick. What did I use? I think I used Rigify with mine and I got stressed and screamed, but yours would be so quick. It'd be nice if you can have some more poses and stuff in there though. There's no mesh-based onion skinning without add-ons in Blender. There are some free ones if you're willing to search for them, but it's tricky to get a clear visual result from that. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just stick with flipping for now. I've got like the basics for add-ons and things, because it's I didn't want to overwhelm myself with, there's so many add-ons and things. I was like, I've got loop tools and I think Rigify and some other ones, but I was like, let's give it basic. Give it basic. It's software's UI that I'm unfamiliar with that I feel like slows me down. Yeah, obviously I switch from program to program quite a lot. So oh, press the wrong button. It takes me a good while to get used to where everything is and all the shortcuts and stuff, which is why when I make tutorials, I'm like, okay, total beginner, what do I need from this point? And how do I do the things that I use most in other programs to make it easier? Let's go, let's zoom in a little bit more here. I haven't really touched her feet. I wasn't quite sure how to frame this shot, but to be honest, as long as the projector and most of her is in, we're good. Smart to keep it basic for now, the rest will come over time. Yeah, I'll just keep like adding stuff to how I wanna do it. Okay, so I wanna move left. And by then I'll probably have moved on to something else with what I wanna do. Next thing you know, I'll be like a farmer in rural England. I'm like, hi guys, I still make animations, and then you hear like a sheep in the background. And a llama comes in, sticks his head in through the window. Or an alpaca. I quite like an alpaca. Yeah, that hand works. So this one needs to come down. So we'll rotate that. Oh, I think I went too far. There we go. Yeah, down and across. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're gonna just twist things a certain way. I feel like I'm gonna get major frown lines doing this. I like when I concentrate, I'm like full scowl. I am actually having fun, believe it or not. Let's turn that slightly. We'll do a cross. Yeah, and then I think like that. Yeah. Because I was thinking about the rig for this the other day, and I was like, actually, I want more outfits and I want more rooms. I don't think I haven't got like a sketch of anything. I want to make like a bedroom shot, and my character is just going to be wrapped in a duvet, which I think will be quite easy to model because it's the only bit that will actually change is like the face, and then because she's in like this duvet mountain bit, it's probably only going to be like the circle bits that she then twists to the side or like squishes down. So I think that will be fairly easy. I think probably just like one bone bit. Technical term that is. And then I want like a weird computer room, so all like different screens that I can replace the screens with like images and stuff, and there'll be cables everywhere. And then I want to do like a portal space, and then like a very long hall with like statues and things. And then I want to model like my dream space, like house kind of thing, but it's like a cottage vibe. Let's see. What are we doing? I'll play this while I read chat. Open, hi, Libby, hello. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you like the art style. Hi, Alice from France. Very nice. Too bad you can't get Blender for mobile. I'm not sure they'd be able to fit all the toolbars and stuff in. There's just so much. But I think, I don't know if you've seen it, but they're working on Blender for iPad, which would be crazy. So this, what kind of project is this? So basically, I don't know if any of you have seen them, but I make like a how to animate series, and they've mostly been like 2D based. And I decided that instead of doing like a talking to the camera section, like this, I would design a character and animate it and do like the talking for me. So I'm listening to the audio right now, but this is a screen that comes down and I can set it to show different things. So it'll be like this in the final, but this will be like a film of the examples and stuff that I'm talking about on it. And yeah, so we'll have like my little character describing things. Yeah, and then that will go out at some point. Hopefully soon. So I'm on shot 2 of 4 talking to the camera sections. So hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, this one's about like animating changes in emotion in your character. Just like moving from one to the next, and hopefully it'll be good. So I'm just moving between poses at the minute and smoothing everything out, because at the minute it's like that. I've blocked everything out, but I'm adding in tiny bits like this instead. So it's more of a stop motion feel than sort of like a blended. What is it? God, you can tell when I haven't streamed for a while. Like a smoother blended animation that you typically see in 2D. In 3D, there we go. I think that needs to go across. Like, that way. Need to stop frowning. Oh. This one tilts it. But yeah, it's just very light, very quick animations. And then I want let's just check. Yeah, I think the head needs to tilt this way a little bit as well. I assume this to be a series that you need to be a paint. No, it's there's some extra videos that I've got for members, like longer breakdowns and things, but yeah, the How to Animate series is gonna go up on my channel, just regular. There is a playlist already. We did like a blink, the moving dots one, so sort of. What have I done? I think I've done like 3. I've done 3 How to Animates, but they're going to be like a regular sort of vibe on the channel. I think this needs to go left. Oh. Actually, no, that needs to go right. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Let me move to the right. Almost there with shot 2. And then I think it's only like faces left. Yeah, mouth shapes and eye shapes, which I've got in here And five shapes. We'll do poses. We do poses first. Because otherwise it'll look a bit strange if she's just gone all the time. Remember to save. Oh my god. That is such a good point. I'm sure I've got like auto save on. There we go. We've saved properly. Let me just check. Preferences. System. Yeah, I've got an auto save on every 2 minutes. I hope that works. That'd be incredible if it didn't. It'd be just my luck as well. I like Blender and I think it's the most suitable 3D software for designers. Yeah, a lot of I've noticed a lot more studios and stuff are using it now as well, which is very nice. A friend sent me a job listing for Cartoon Saloon, and he was like, "You do Blender and Grease Pencil," and I was like, "I don't do it like that." I was like, "I think you're vastly overestimating my newbie capabilities there." I was like, "It would be nice." I was like, maybe give me a little bit longer with Blender before I jump into like Cartoon Saloon. Yeah, I don't know if they filled that job yet. I'd probably need to. I think I'd need to move to Ireland for that as well. Not that I'm opposed. I just don't think I'm ready just yet. It's like, yeah, you could do that. Sure. Oh. Be nice. Okay, let's... This head needs to tilt this way. And the hips need to go to the right. I've seen some stuff being locked behind paid account recently on the channel. Oh yeah, so that is those are just like extra videos. They used to not come up previously, so there was always extra videos that went on my Patreon, but yeah, YouTube's literally started mixing them with the regular channel videos now so that people can see them and just know that they're like available. But yeah, I can't actually remember like what bits and pieces are on there. But I've got like like time lapses of like my first models and things. So yeah, it's totally voluntary. I'd never like be like force anyone to, and I haven't done a course either. So yeah, that's just like an extra bonus thing. Oh no, definitely not moving away. So basically I had like a backlog of stuff on Patreon, so I'd post one video that was live, and then because I was then also posting to YouTube as well, I had all that stuff on Patreon, and I was like, well, if I do a main video and then a couple of free ones, main video and then a couple of old Patreon ones, then it starts to like separate it in, and I didn't want to like flood the channel with everything all at once. But it's basically like one main video and then like a deeper dive into some other stuff. But yeah, just there if you want it. There is an autosave. It has saved my life many a time. This way. Okay, this one needs to go left, actually. I want to do like too many adjustments. I'll do. Yeah, that's better. And then this one. Autosave does normally work. I just always get sad when it's 2 minutes of work lost. I increase my autosave to 1 minute, but I push save every time I set a keyframe out of habit. I used to have like the autosave thing so often, like Control S, so often that I was doing it on paper when I used like my sketchbook. Oh, I didn't realise that was how it worked. I just saw paid content popping up everywhere. Yeah, so it's basically just for like a YouTube member tier. So I think you get access to everything if you become a member, and then you get like emotes and stuff. It's just a thing that YouTube was like, hey, you should do this. So I was like, sure. Okay. So this one moved down. Oh, the arm needs to definitely come out. And this one can go across. Is it cutting into anything? The thumb is. There we go. It's morphing into the t-shirt. There we go. So it needs to go. Oh, wrong bit. This head needs. Whoa, too much, too much. Broken neck there. Yeah, I think it needs to start the rotation as well. There we go. It's just like a slight curve in that. Check this. I think we can probably do this. Yeah. Move it. It looks like it's proper cutting through, but it's, I think, yeah, it is cutting. Let's move this up a little and then forward, I think. There we go. And then that hand is, I move this down. So, oh. I think that's good as it's gonna get. I think I need some, in my next model, already planning ahead, I need to do some better Or maybe just a little bit more variation between like colours and textures and things, because at the minute this is just flat. But I tried to do some of the other poses for the character with like the legs crossed and stuff, and it just like blended into everything. So maybe a little bit more variation. I wanted to try and paint on top of the model as well. So we'll see. We'll see. No, I don't like that. Okay. Hardly. And then maybe let's tilt the head up a little. And then here we can do, I think I'm going to move it down slightly. I don't know why I think turning my head is going to help. Like my actual head. Let's do, maybe move it that way. Yeah, okay. A bit more of a dramatic one. Let's move these over and do let's move this up a little. And then I'll just do a connecting one this way. There we go, nice and easy. Boy. Okay. I'm relieved I did not mean to put you on the defense. It's fine. I actually refer quite a lot of 2D people to your videos because it's a unique position to bridge. So I keep, oh, happy you keep doing that. Yeah, it's fine. Like, honestly, a lot of I always think that animation and tutorials and stuff should be accessible. So if people are in a position that they want extra content, they can, and I never price it like crazy anyway. But like all the important stuff is free anyway. So, and yeah, wasn't on the defensive. I just, you know, I didn't want anyone to get confused, so it's fine. Okay, there. To be honest, also a bit my fault because I never did like a proper announcement video or like explanation. Like I wrote, oh my god, I think I caught that, and then it left when I opened my hand. Yeah, I never did like a proper announcement video, and I don't upload enough for me to do announcements and stuff in other videos when things change. Okay, so head goes down, and then I think it's just a rotation on this one and a slight move. Like that. Sorry if you're here. I might turn it on silent. Hang on. Oh no, it wasn't silent. Hang on. I'll put it on airplane mode for the minute. There we go. You should not get any sudden rings or vibrations through the mic from my phone. Let's do this up a little. There we go. Yeah, no worries. We have here crossed arms to open, so do this over here. This goes on the hip, so we'll do. It'll go down, won't it? And then forward, so we don't go through the jumper. And then yeah, this is twisted a little. I think I've moved the head or this shoulder piece. No, not the shoulder piece. Or the neck, just the head. There we go. I think this one needs another one here. I think it needs to come up. Tiny bit that way. Yeah. There's like a rocking motion with that. AI, there we go. Thankfully you have free videos, helped a lot. Yeah, that's like the main goal is like posting more free stuff. Just the extra stuff that's in like YouTube members. And down, so there. Oh, I thought I hadn't done one. I was adjusting a frame that I'd already used. Okay. I think we'll go down. No, this one. Not the leg. We want the box and the hand. Tilt this that way a little bit. That doesn't need another one, does it? Maybe it does. Yeah, tiny move upwards. No, not the thumb. I also want my next rig to have fingers. Make it extra difficult. Maybe I will do like 3 fingers and a thumb, like the same, but I don't know what. There's something about adding that 4th finger that really like messes me up, especially in 2D. Oh. Maybe this one should be down. I think this, is it too much? There we go, that's much better. Just needed, sometimes just like such a tiny adjustment, it's almost not even worth doing. Yeah, I think a lot of it has helped the fact that I'm not originally a 3D artist, and also I tend to have a lot of questions, so I try and answer the questions that I want answering in there, or like the stupid little bits where I'm like, well, how do I do this? And then I answer the question. Because basically I go in to a new software, because although I know animation in other programs, it's like I try and put myself back into the shoes of the person who would never know what anything is. And I do wonder what could have possibly influenced her into doing more Blender work. Yeah, not peer pressure at all, like never that. Okay, so hands were going in. I had to make so many more poses for this. I had like 6 to 12. I had like basically this first row, and I was like, I need more. I've got some of these that are like, I don't even know where I'd use them, to be honest. But I just thought, I was like, I need those. I need to add them. It does feel a little bit like playing The Sims, where you're dressing up your character and posing them. Oh, no. I think this needs to come up a little bit more. There we go. Yeah. I think we'll go down a little. And then we'll go up with this. God, it's gonna be proper stretch. The legs are actually straight for once. I usually have like a slight bend in them when I'm animating. Is that tends to look a little bit better with the pose. And I think that foot is actually lifting up off the floor. Let's move it down now. Yeah, and then we do go down. Oh, the chest is forward. Okay. Let's move this head. Definitely needs to go down. What is... I think that might be fine. Another one. Another keyframe. Let's see. Excuse me. You said go down. I talk to myself a lot when I'm not streaming. So this does feel normal to me, even when I'm not looking at chat. May I ask an animation workflow related question? So you set keys only on specific controls. It's a conscious choice. I know some people set keys on all controls for each pose when blocking. So it really depends. So when I first started doing this, like 2 days ago, because I was like, right, I've made this character, I haven't actually animated anything, and I was like, well, but my first problem was the root, and it was set to, I think it was set to have a keyframe at like the origin point of like the center of the actual Blender file. So I couldn't work out why, when I was adding the poses, the character, that she kept like shooting back towards the center point. And I then had to go into the actual character file where I'd done all the poses and replace each pose, but remove the root keyframe setting for the poses. And I was like, right, so she doesn't move around anymore. And then the next thing I was doing when I was animating, I was only doing certain bits, and then I'd move stuff around like I would normally do with 2D, but it wasn't then actually, like, stuff was all moving. I was like, well, why is a hand over here? I've moved it all, but I hadn't actually set a keyframe to all of the things. So now when I do it, sometimes I'll press A and then I when I'm on the rig, and it will make the keyframe there. So it's when I remember. So some of them, because currently all of the rig is selected now. If I go across, yeah, I think there's a couple like here. There's a couple of bits that are across here that don't have all of the keyframes around. There we go. But when I remember, I do have them. I do have them all. And I think I want to make these, move these down. So then it goes up, and they should go up again, like that. Yeah. And then here we'll do AI, the only AI I like. And then, so we need to get to here, to there. I suppose I could go through the whole thing and do this like that, and then I wouldn't have to faff about so much with, oh, have I clicked everything, you know? Yeah, this is something I'm inclined to do myself, because otherwise I'm afraid run into wonky interpolation if I did not expect. Yeah. And also all of my frames are set to constant, I think. Yeah, I've got it set to constant on interpolation mode, so it's got that stop motion feel. I wonder who taught me that. For anyone who doesn't actually know the answer to that question, it's Reject Convenience, who you should definitely check out. His videos are what got me into 3D, basically. Let's see, so these need to... Oh my god, there's so many steps. Yeah, so there needs to be, let's select this. I'm going to do this. And then the hands are going to come down. It's going to make a slight tilt again on there. Actually, I don't think that was slight at all. Okay. Let's move it back a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's fine. I think I need these. Oh, stop frowning. Stop frowning. Yeah, and then this one, we'll do it down a little bit more. Then this one, tilt it that way. Oh, keep forgetting what controls are what. I'll get there eventually. And then the hands need to come down again, just a teeny tiny bit. Like that. I think the head goes down too much on this one. So, yeah, okay. So we have the full bit rigged. For the main poses anyway, and then I'll switch to eyes and then mouths, and then that will be the section complete, I guess. We need to add some blinks in there as well. Secret Gamer, hello. One of us, hello. There are a lot of poses in the library. How are they used? So the main poses, once I probably could block out this shot 3. But yeah, I'm basically blocking and then adding little movements between the poses for each of the 4 sections today. I'll probably get this one finished and then start and hopefully finish the next one on the stream before I have to go. But basically I have them set up in another file and then I save them to the pose library, and then in this file I will tap on my rig and I will double click them, and then the rig will shoot to the pose. So I tried doing it with fewer poses, but I was like, well, I keep having to move bits and pieces like just slightly, and it was sucking up quite a lot of time. So this is definitely a lot quicker, although I have just spent what was probably like the best part of an hour doing the adjustments. How long have I been streaming for? An hour and a half. So I've been doing it for an hour and a half. But it's really not too bad. Like the more I think the more I animate with the character and the more like poses and stuff that I want and use, the more I can like add in. It's definitely a lot easier to add in the poses than it is the eye shapes and mouth shapes, because then I have to like recalibrate certain things, and the nodes look horrendous for this, but it's fine. It's fine. It did take a lot of getting used to. Thanks, I forgot for a moment how new you are to the 3D. Yeah. Very, very new. Can you do presets for 2D grease pencil in Blender? I tried to do... I think I've seen so many face rigged stuff that I was like, can I do a grease pencil face rig instead and have it pinned to switch out with certain nodes? But I'm still very new at the node thing, so maybe not. They're also keying sets, not over, and one is called whole character. It should set a key on all bones and properties if you key with that on, but perhaps that's for later. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that so I can look. Yeah, that would be helpful. I'd also quite like to do what is that? Is that my eye bone? I think that's my eye bone. Yes, it is. Yeah, I think I'd also quite like to do, if possible, swap out like the hands. If there was a way to swap out the hands for different poses and things, but I think I need to remake the character and do fingers for that, because at the minute she's basically got mitten hands, so we can only do like open, thumb, claw. So yeah, next model will definitely be a lot more detailed, I think. So let's just move that back to 0 because we're working from 0. Okay, I see. I just remembered that I've locked the eye bone and the mouth bone. Okay, let's do some face stuff. Outlines would look good too. I tried outlines with grease pencil on the background for this, but they didn't. I wasn't like a big fan, so I left it sort of blank. And she's kind of blank as well, so there's just a few bits and pieces in there. I do intend to like draw on these like post-its and posters and things, but I'm not too sure what I'm gonna add in there yet. So let's do the faces. We're doing the eye bone. I'm probably gonna have to listen to this, aren't I? Getting sick of this animating voice. Just check. Okay. Okay, so oh, okay. I think I'm gonna have to change this. I'm gonna have to remove all the keys on the mouth bone, on the eye bone. Because otherwise it's gonna be annoying. There we go. Let's scroll in a little bit more. Okay. Oh no, we're doing eye shapes, aren't we? Maybe like that. And then I think closed eye. And here we'll do I think the problem with adding in like closed eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine. How many frames apart are they? 7, okay. And this one is there probably should be 8. There we go. Actually, I'm not sure I like that. I might make the head spin on this one, actually. I'm just going to briefly go back to this. So from here to there, do actually, let's think, how am I going to do this? Like this. I would just do it manually. This is definitely gonna help me with my timing and spacing. There you go, that way. I think I've done this wrong. This one. I'm not too bothered if it goes through anything. Oh, hang on. Move that. Okay. That needs to be a little bit more. Oh, no. That way. Maybe there. Go here. Just move them along a little bit. And then I think have on there. Nope. This whole like not having an onion skin. And then no, I never know what like direction. Okay. Okay, let's see how that looks. I did it by hand. Ah, that is cool. Okay. I like that one. All right, let's get back to what we should have been doing. The eyes. Okay, yeah. I like that one. I like that very much. I think we'll do this one. Maybe we'll do this one. I want like a shy one. Oh. Oh. Let's see how that looks, because I don't want to add in too many blinks. Definitely need a blink in there. I don't remember what eyes I had. Okay, I'll do. That'll do. Glad you guys are liking it. Your late inside glances on the top of the eye. Look at target if I'm meant to. Yeah, so hopefully the side stuff will look at the screen, but I've got I can show you now. I'm in the eyes, so we've got, let's just check. So we have raised eyebrow normal, sort of like a confused, down, one eyebrow, and two versions of sort of like a squint, regular eyes, half closed, closed if I want to animate like a full blink, and then we have half open to the side, and then we have the cycle through the first set of emotions, and then we have regular up, right, down, sort of like a starry eye, and up with closed, so sort of like a haha kind of vibe, and then shiny eyes, scared eyes, this one sweating, very tired, very tired, sleepy as well. I don't know why I put in like 3 versions of sleepy, but I was like, it matches the vibe anyway. And then we have like a sad, an angry, or sort of like mischievous. A lot of the eye shapes really depend on what mouth shape you pair them with. And then we have this one and a blank one in case I want to use grease pencil to draw in any eyes or mouths, and also gives me a way to do like a creepy version as well of stuff, so I can just have like a blank one, but I was doing regular eyes there, I think. Yeah, so yeah, I've got like a lot of variation. The blank one just gives me a bit more flexibility with grease pencil and stuff. Actually, I don't think I want those changes. So I'll do 8 like that. I think I can just copy and paste these, like just duplicate them and move them along, because this bit is going to have examples on at this point. And then I think I want like a closed and a regular. Maybe I think this one. A lot of it is me going, do I like the look of this? Originally I had the eyebrows and the eyes on separate layers as like separate bones, but it did not work because there was different bits that needed to be in front of or behind, and Blender was not cooperating that day, and I think I was like, I'm in too deep with this, I need to chill out a bit and just do the eyes and the brows on the same one. What is... think I need to move these across. I think I'll move these here. It does tend to look better when the eyes change at the start of a moving section of pose. Turning into a scene from The Exorcist with the head spinning. Not sure you're here for me showing the first shot, but there's a moment in that I've animated that I think is quite funny. Like she crouches down and crawls towards the screen. It's not part of the video, but I wanted to, Reject Convenience had an idea that I do like animated bloopers, like a bloopers video. So I was like, maybe I'll voice some lines and chuck it out as like a separate video. You're trying to get a feel for the motion path and spacing as you would normally with onion skin. Are you aware of motion paths in 3D? If not, worth looking up. I will have a look. Just gonna write that down as well, motion paths. Just in case. Yeah, no worries. I'll do like a proper walkthrough of the rest of the poses and the mouths in a minute, actually. We'll do like one here. And I think we'll do one here. Actually, not too keen on that one. Do regular. We'll do like a funny eye. Maybe that one. The temptation to add more eyes as I make this is crazy. Do closed. And there. And then we'll do here. One there. Maybe that one. Ooh, kind of scary. Oh. And close eye. And we'll do open. Oh, no. Click that one. There. Much better. Hyla, hi. It's going good. Thanks. We're doing a few poses and bits and pieces in the new project, which is going to be 4 little sections that go in between 2D explanations for a 2D anime project. That makes sense. So I'm doing 3D for 2D. think she needs to start moving before. Do that. I think eyes up. Squint, maybe. No. I think we'll go like that. And then blink. Move this across and do that one. And then we'll do close eyes. And then like that. So maybe there actually. So select, move it across. Maybe we'll do another closed. Let's see how that looks. I know you guys can't hear the audio, but I don't want to ruin like the whole video. Not too bad so far. There's something there. Oh, I think it was just... How many spaces? Is there right amount of spaces? Oh, I think there definitely needs to be a blink that's quite long. I think here we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll do yeah, okay. I think that needs to be here. Yeah, okay. So that is all of the eyes done. So I'm now going to click on the mouth bone. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go through, see how it is, and then we'll have a look. I think most of it will be this open smiley mouth, to be honest. I think we'll do, so for the mouth shapes, I'll show you what they're like. So we have a wide O, a middle O, and a small, like an U, an AH, happy, sad. Each one is numbered so they stay together in the pose library. I can like categorize them easier. TH, you got your E's, F, NG. Sometimes I'll just use like a regular T or S or an SH, but this one's kind of more regular, like that. And then we've got mouth, regular, sad, happy. This one's sort of like a and then we have what I'm calling like the miscellaneous ones, where I was just looking up mouth shapes on Pinterest and things. I was like, I need some different shapes because I really love this one and this one. Okay, let's see. Maybe I've got to change the eyes for that one. Make it a little bit more Exorcist. Eye shapes, we'll do... That one's quite cool. We'll do this one. Or this one. Or that one. That one's okay. I'll do that one. Mouth shapes. Go back to the bone. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Okay. There's one here. Get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Sorted. Now, if I'd animated that in 2D and decided to change the eyes, I'd be on the floor. Okay. I'm glad you guys like the mouth shapes. Are the mouth shapes done using grease pencil? They are not. They are just static PNGs set out on a grid. When I make like the how I made this video for the next tutorial on how to animate, is becoming like tutorial inception at this point. But when I make the tutorial, I'm going to show you like all the other videos that I watched for it, and I'll do like a document where you can see like the different things, because I tried 3 different ways of rigging the face. I had Felicia's help with one. I tried what would have been looking like a stop motion-y mouth one, and then I did this one from the Crusoe, and oh my god, they did a really good tutorial series on low poly characters that I can't remember their username. Crash Soon Academy, I think it was, but I tried to mix it up with different ones and see which one I like best. But yeah, it's I really wish I need to get to grips with like nodes a bit more, because it's quite the stuff that I think I can do, I could probably do with nodes, but we'll see. And I think this one will do. I don't know. This one. I think I do need some more mouth shapes. Oh, the mouth shapes. Let me see. I think I can show you in this file because it's like actual. Davinci nodes. No? Or not? Is it shader editor? Ah. Oh, maybe I've got to click like the actual face. There we go. Ah, look at that. Yeah, it took a while to get all of this. So left side, the positions of the mouth shapes on a grid. This one is these set the values. So like there's like a controller on the left down here that controls like what the value is, and so they're plugged into these, which are plugged into this, which then helps me switch between them. Then we've got like the next set of mouth shapes and the next one and the next and the next and the next, and then they all plug in to, where is it, over here. This is the face texture. So mapping, face texture, emission, and then material output, and it looks really, really scary, but it's not too bad, which is very surprising to me because I looked at these in the tutorials. I was like, that's scary. But I can't do that. But no, it's not too bad, I promise. But yeah, I think that was a mixture of Crash Soon Academy and La Cruzo tutorials. I don't need that one there. Ooh, this one. Ah, thank you. I'm glad you're looking forward to the video. I'm looking forward to posting it. It's been in the works for like absolutely ages, and I've put way more examples and stuff in than I probably needed to explain the concept that I wanted to do, but it's okay. I'm hoping some friends will check it for me before it goes out and that they understand, and if not, it's going out anyway. Not stuck out, I think it's fantastic you didn't shy away from nodes. I did for like the longest time, and then I was like badgering my friends. I was like, please can you explain this to me? I have no idea what I'm doing. It's just, a lot of it is just, especially because I'm not like a math person. I got like a passing grade in maths in school, but since then I've just not wanted to do anything like remotely similar or involved with maths, really. I don't like that mouth shape. Maybe we'll go this one. I'm on the eye shapes. There we go. Let me just double check this. I think with this one we'll do there. Do there. Like that, maybe. You don't need super complicated node groups to already benefit greatly from using it. So well structured. Thank you. I did try and tidy up because I was like, I'm going to get well confused with this. Shift and UV corners, yeah. Anthony, hi. How's your morale with the industry nowadays? I've been having trouble finding work, but I tried to plug along and stay positive. Yeah, I haven't had like any inquiries for a while. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I chose to do YouTube stuff when I did and keep up with personal work, because there's literally like nothing about. I'm hoping that people will then get tired of seeing AI. I know I'm tired of seeing it, but companies will hopefully shift back to human made stuff, and it will then be like, oh, this was human made, you know. But yeah, it's have contemplated doing something different. Like the dream the dream is to buy some land and become a hermit in the woods, and like grow my own food and do all sorts of stuff like that. But I think I still do animation anyway. Like I spoke to a few friends about it, and we were like, well, even if AI does like stop everything, like there's no jobs left and everyone goes to AI, worst comes to worst, just retrain and do something else. And it's not going to stop me from making art or doing animation in the background anyway, because I enjoy it. But it would be shit if that did stop completely. But that's worst case scenario. Best case, people go back to like, you get more expensive like human made stuff, or you end up incorporating AI into if the studios that you work for end up incorporating AI for like visual development kind of phase, and then you refine it. But yeah, that's not my vibe at the minute. I think I'll stick with doing this as long as I can. But yeah, it in a word, shit. But yeah, definitely don't lose hope. I hope things pick up for you again. Sorry, in the lost my train of thought completely, scrubbed through. But yeah, it's not the best. I try and be positive about it, but yeah. Not great at math either, though it does interest me. I'll say that exploring GN made me actually study it, and I think I learned more about the math through GN than I did at school. Yeah, I'm definitely using it a lot more, or feeling a bit more interested in it than I was at school. Probably because it's like helping me make something like this. So getting ready to start making YouTube videos to give me an excuse to animate things I like again. Oh, amazing! Yeah, I'm glad that you're gonna do something with it. What are you thinking? Like tutorials or like actual animations? Do you have like a topic so far? Or are you just like personal projects? Are you thinking like short films and that? I think that mouth is too wide. I love this mouth shape. I think this one here will be here. This one or this one? I think then we'll go for this one. Okay, and the situation. Let's see. And then we'll do this one. Get rid of this one. Maybe there. This one. At the minute, I'm mostly switching between this one and this one. Also, because most of my voiceover stuff, I tend to sound quite happy in it. Maybe we'll do this one. Maybe we'll go for small mouth. do medium mouth. And then this one will be larger mouth, which is already there. And then I think we'll go there. Small. Where are we? I think then small mouth. That looks too angry. Maybe that. Some of these expressions I've put in are sinister. The line here is if you do it again. So like what you would change if you do it again, as like, yeah, if you want to suffer again and make an animation again. I think we'll go actually maybe larger, smaller. And then maybe there. Okay, let's go back through because I forgot that I used closed mouth expressions in the previous shot. I'm not too keen on that one. Yeah, there we go. I think this needs to come across. I think this one needs to move here because I want this mouth shape to last a little longer. And then this one. Oh, hang on. Gotta get the door. There we go. I was like, oh, there's a car outside. Okay. See, I think in basketball-related animations, that some parts explain and some parts extra unnecessary. Very nice. Love that. Especially like you've definitely got to do something that you're interested in. Okay. Let's just checking that the microphone wasn't on mute. The amount of times that I've come back to like stream and the mic has been off or something. Crazy. Okay. I think maybe that one. I think this has definitely got to be this. Ah. I think this one can be like an O. I think we'll go with this one. Let's move this across a couple. I think that we can actually switch those two round. Because I say slow in that one and it's quite... And then I start this next bit with an or. This is quite like a long section. The difficult bit is that I haven't put together like the projector content yet. So it's probably should have done that first. Next time. I think with this mouse shape, it can last a bit longer. Oops. I don't think we need a change of that. Yeah, we'll move this back. There. I think that will look all right. Yeah, it's fine. No. I changed my mind like immediately. That's fine. No. Okay. I'll play it through once more and then I think we can move on to shot 3. The mouth should be closed for a second there. What should we go with? There. Actually, maybe I'll do another on there. Also, what I should probably do is I've noticed that I've got a new set of headphones and they're cheaper. They're only like 50 quid. And there's a bit more of a lag when I am listening to stuff. So lip sync, I usually do it through my monitor or like plugged headphones because these don't, which yeah, there is a little bit of a lag with Bluetooth, but I'm listening to it with these on because I'm on stream, because otherwise you'd get like double feedback, which is crazy. It's the end piece. I think there's sort of like they like wiggle a bit, which I'm not loving. I think there's something. I've got to check it. I've got to check it. I think it's this bit. It's the fact that it's moving back and then forward. And I think it's the hands, because they should be down as well. Because I think what the problem is they're too close together in this space to do like a back and then forward, like an anticipation. Ugh. There's something in that. I think it's... Try that. Ah! It's still, I think it's the head. It moves. Moves up and then down. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. There's something. Bluetooth headphones have a small delay. I'm actually looking to replace my wired one at the minute. It's a Razer brand and they are disintegrating. Flaky black bits, sticky rubber, super yuck. Yeah, I didn't realise until recently you can actually get like replacement ear cups for some brands. I think my friend recently replaced her XM4 ear cup pads and they look like brand new now. But I never even realised, because you can get protectors and then just keep replacing them rather than having to swap out actual headphones for them. Is it because they're too far apart? I think it might be this middle bit that's... It's not enough of a difference between the other ones. Ah! This one. This one. I think it needs to come forward and down. Yeah. Hopefully. There we go, fixed it. Fixed it, okay. Let's do part 3 now. So this is what my shot looks like normally. And I start off with just like a regular, depends on if it's like in a T-pose. And then what I'll do is I'll listen to the audio, make sure that that is on. Yeah, the audio sync. Probably got like a missed call on it. Oh. No missed calls. Okay, that's good. Back to airplane. Salo, hi, how's it going? This is the talking sections for my next animation tutorial. I'm hoping it's going to be out soon. But basically I've made my 3D character and I hadn't actually animated anything with her yet. So this is what that is. So what I'm doing is I'm currently doing poses. My first set of poses anyway. So I think we'll go crossed. So do crossed arms. But yeah, I can show you what the poses are now because we're in a new project. So we have T-pose, like a stretched up version. I haven't used this yet, but it's going to be I'm guessing it's more of like a smear frame in 3D. And then we've got like a chill landing, and then I've called them like pray down because it's like prayer hands pointed down, and then the two because it's like sort of a transition or like extra pose between that. Hands out, hands up like that. Double hands on the hips and then the back. So I've got like this side pose so you can see what they're like. And then like a forward pose, hand on the hip, and then that's just switched around because I think I added that before I realized that you can right click and apply the pose flipped. And then we've got like a standing shrug kind of look, crossed arms, a thinking, listening, arms out. Like some of these I've got like no idea what I'm even going to use them for, but I was just messing around. I was like, I need them. I need all of these poses. Slumped pose, and then like a head raised one. But they were so fun to just like add in. And this one is you know, from My Neighbor Totoro, where the little girl falls and it's raining. I think it's My Neighbor Totoro, but she's like in the rain on the floor. And I was like, I just needed to add that one. And then look up, and then sitting, and then we have hands on the knees, and then we're hiding, legs out, bump against the wall, and this should be like on the chair, but I didn't have a chair, and I'm not entirely sure how to make a character interact with the objects, like whether I can. I think it's sort of like a blank. What is it? There's something that like a blank mesh or something, or an empty, and then parent the object to the empty and then move the empty instead of like adjusting the actual thing, which is I think what I was doing, what was like the plan. But yeah, I've got quite a few of these. Yeah, I don't think it's I could probably do with a few more. but at least I can add them in. Nice and easy. Oh my god, I've started using this thing called Pokemon. It's like focus without ES and then MON. And it's sort of like a tracker, so you can put in like your time, like your list of what you need to do, and you get to like level up your little fake Pokemon basically. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's actually been really helpful for staying on task and things. So yeah, I stick that on in the background. I'm like, oh, I've got a timer. Let's see. So I think with this first pose, we're going to go for crossed arms. And that is somewhere. Crossed arms. There we go. Yeah. Oh, we're disconnecting. Excuse me. Okay, reconnection is successful. No idea if you just watched me glitch out on that. Sorry, hair is sticking up everywhere. Funnily enough, the covers are fine. It's the rubber of the frame itself and the headband. The brand is HyperX, not Racer. I was wrong. Apparently, it's a common complaint with the brand. Oh no. I just hate when things like aren't actually built to last anymore. There's companies who have like made amazing stuff. I think it was actually like the first plastic Tupperware that basically it was like they made it to last, and because they didn't have repeat customers, they went out of business, which sucks honestly, because I'd rather buy something that was gonna last a long while than having to keep buying them. But you know how it is. Hello, hi, how's it going? So, I'm glad that you guys like it. Looks awesome and good luck. Pleasure to comment in your live stream. Thank you so much. I'm hoping you're having a good day, and hopefully we can get this shot finished. So at this point, we don't actually do anything till... Oh, I should probably keyframe everything. So it's about here. We then have our first. Okay, so this is like, that's our first section. And I'm just going to double check. Aha, okay, so all of these, they need to be right-clicked, interpolation, constant. We're doing stop motion style. I actually think we can do like this. And then here, what we'll do is I'll turn the head, not that far. And then we'll do this hand needs to come up. There we go. So I think we'll do like that. So they're going to be looking at the screen and then they turn. That looks kind of scary like that, but it'll be fine once we smooth it out. And then I think I want the head to tilt down. maybe here and tilt that back a little. And then I want this one. No, we'll do the whole cube. Let's listen to it again for the context. And I think we want... Ah! Oh, I've hidden the thing. There we go. I was like, no. And move that down. Okay. Whatever. I think I need the character to lean forward a little. Maybe go back actually. This hand needs to go... No. No. This one. And then I think... Actually, we can move it, so... Yeah. I forget that you can select, like, individual parts of the character and actually just move them normally. Okay. What we'll do is we'll turn her around. Ah! There we go. And then we're back to the regular. Why does she look like she's fire? She is. Then she just turned around. Oh, no. That's not what it is. It's because I've like moved her and she's standing up straight in this one. Okay. So this one forward. And then I think I also wanted to turn. So we've got like a sort of middle point between that. I think, yeah, she's gonna have to. Gonna go down a little bit. Much better. I think we're gonna do like hands. I think we'll get rid of that. Ugh. And there's a reason. As always, there's a reason. I think I'm definitely gonna have to look into the what was it? The key sets. Yeah. Oh. Is there two? There are two things here. Oh, it's just the head that moved. Yeah. Be fine. So here I want all of this to it's a little one. Cardboard box. There. Maybe that there. I think it should be over there actually. So here. The question is, I don't know. Hang on. If I do, I think it's the problem with the root. Is it literally this? I might have to start again. I don't know what I've done. Ah! Oh, I know what I've done. Get rid of that. Why are the legs different? Let's get rid of these two. I think it's because I haven't been doing this. Yeah, literally, it was literally that. That's why. Figured it out. I think I might just block this, like the basic moves for this, because it's another 1600 frames. I'll block the basics and then I think we'll call it a day. I think I want the head. And then I want this. Whoa. There we go. Let's move that down. And then we'll do that. Yeah. Just in case. I actually don't like it. Is that low? I think maybe that. Do face on stuff now. Okay. So this one and this one. And I think we'll do and I want one that where they're like that. Do I have one like that? Yeah. And then I'll do so. And then I think this, I want this one on there. Oh! What's going on with the ant? To move it manually. I'm sure there's a way to like mirror the poses in the rig. Saw it somewhere. I'm gonna have to have a look. Oops, that is not what we wanted. I'll do. Oh, I don't like that. We'll go. Yeah, I think that's better. Acting out. Let's see. I'll do the funny one. Just on the floor. No. I think that should be there. I think I need to move them along a little. So these ones. So this one here. And get rid of that. And here, I want the head to come forward. And the expressions will obviously change because, like, there's no context whatsoever for you to understand without the audio in this. Yanu, hi, how's it going? I am doing good, thanks. I'm finishing off blocking out the character for part 3 of this. I hope you're doing good. Oh. Us. I think I want these hands to come down. And then like that. Oh, there's nothing else there. I think I'll do this one. So, I don't know why it goes all the way to 6. Maybe there. So, this is what we have blocked out. This one, I think I'm going to have to adjust the overall pose because it really does go like into the actual arm. I think we're going to want to turn the head slightly. Like that, maybe? Oh, I should have moved the head and the arms. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, it's meant to be blended, wasn't it? Or apply place fit. I'm going to want this hand to come up and across, and then we'll just turn the hand like this. And turn this around. I actually don't think we need these final two poses in because that's where it ends, and I think I can then cut it. Oh. Just get rid of these last two. My stomach is grumbling. Oh my god, it's 3:30. I haven't even had any lunch. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all so much for stopping by and keeping me company while I flail and figure out my process for new 3D animations. I will let you know when the next video is coming up or when the next stream is, and I will talk to you again very soon.